Alright. What it do, YouTube? It's time to hop back in mode, man. Talk about Jesus Christ. It's been a long time, but I had to, like I said, I like to step away from the internet, no matter how long it is, All you can do is really in this world, all you can do is tell people and teach people about the gospel. You can't control nobody's life. You can't really, do anything to help people. People gotta want it for themselves, And that's all we can do is preach the gospel around every ends of the earth. And I've just been in isolation. I haven't been, particularly sober, I do smoke, I do drink, but that, that's a normal thing in the world. That doesn't mean that you're not of God just because you have these addictions on you or you're going through something. The people that are not of God are people that purposely do evil to go against God, that are purposely here on this earth, and they are a child of the devil, Satan. They purposely do things to go against God. If you're battling addictions or you're going through trouble in life or anything that you did, you made mistakes in life or anything, that does not mean you're not of God. That does not mean you're not a child of light. That just means you going through your battle, your trials and tribulations of sin. So what you got to do is pray, fast, talk to God about your problems, help him uplift these demonic strongholds that these demons and the devil, they got on your heart and your mindset, ask God to help you get these evil off your heart. But that's not what today's video is about. I just wanted to share that with y'all because it's been a minute, and I always have to put myself in check. When I'm not sober, I don't like to talk about, God, because you're supposed to love God with your whole body, mind, and soul. You gotta love him. Your body is his temple. He uses people as vessels to do good things in life. But we still have free will in order to do those things. So you really have to surrender yourself to God if you want God to use you as a vessel in life. But like I said, that's not what this video is about. I just don't like to not talk about God if I'm not sober, because I got to practice what I preach. I can't be a lost person leading the lost. You feel me? I got to stay within my spirit, walk this earth within my spirit, not with my flesh. Because I've been giving up to my flesh lately, but I haven't really did. I'm just really proud of myself because I've been practicing semen retention, and I just feel so uplifted, and I just feel like I have so much energy in today's life, and it's just been really going better for me now that I've been trying to let go of these demonic strongholds of pornography and negative evocative thoughts. I've been able to make friendships better. I've been able to talk to people better, have more confidence, walk more proud, not prideful, more proud, happy with myself, at peace with myself, happy with the things that's going on in my life. And that's why I'm hitting y'all up about this video today, because I want everybody, who watches me, who watches other people, you have to practice semen retention and celibacy. The devil is really using sex as a weapon out here. I would say about 80% of the human race is addicted to porn or some type of sexual thing in some type of way. It's really finna get really deep out here when it comes to our sexual life. It's people that will give up everything to do one sexual thing, a one-time thing, or they call it a one-time thing. That's what they think. There's people that's willing to give up everything to get where they got to go. But why give up your soul to gain actually nothing, to gain actually all these materialistics that's going to temporarily make you happy? But what happens when all that materialistics go away? You're going to go back and do the same thing. So this is why I say we should practice semen retention for the man and celibacy for the women. Well, celibacy actually goes both ways, but You know, I don't actually know the term or anything that is used for women practicing non-sexual activity without marriage. But the devil is using sex as a weapon. You know, you hop on, most of the TV that we see nowadays, people are actually having sex on right in front of our kids' face, right in front of our face, on live TV, on multiple shows. You got to understand, the devil is pushing the narrative for us to procreate and pro-destroy. He's big pushing that narrative, because you see, it's a lot of people that out here enjoy having sex, but are out here using Plan Bs, abortions, you know, pulling out. Those are all demonic things. I was reading my Bible, and it told about how I forgot the guy's name, but God ended this man's life because he thought he wanted to have sex with the woman, but he didn't want to take responsibility. So he was pulling out. And God finds that very wicked, because how dare you waste your seed like that? You got to understand, we are made in God's image, and we are God's ourselves. We have the power to create. We have creative minds. We can bring life into this world. Is that not a godly trait? You got to think about that. So the devil using sex and all these other things to push the narrative that we are basically nothing is very crazy. Because like I said, it's people that's willing to give up their whole sexuality just to get $10,000 in the world. It's people out here that's willing to give up their sexuality for what they believe in and what they feel is right. If you are living in sin and you can't admit it, you are comfortable in that sin, and you are not of God right there. You have to be humble and admit your demonic strongholds. When I was addicted to porn, I thought it was nothing. You know, I thought it was just a normal thing that everybody did, but it started to weigh down on me. I started to get anxiety. You know, I started to feel alone and wondering why I'm starting to see all these images. I can't talk to any girls. All I want is sex. I couldn't even really connect with a person, you know? And that's what the devil is really teaching us to do. He wants us to adulterate each other, commit adultery all around the earth, fornicate, explore our sexuality to destroy us. That destroys us. Fornicating and homosexuality, everything that got to do with outside our natural human sexuality is not of God. God did not create us to come out and just be having sex with anybody just because we enjoy it. There's power in that, because you don't know that we commit something called soul ties every time we really have sex with a person. And that's not the only way to commit a soul tie, but that's one of the main ways. Just fornicating with a person. So you got to think about it. Think about the situations that you've been through when you had sex with somebody, and then they started acting totally different. You know, the women had the dudes that sit there and manipulate them all the way to the end until they able to get inside. And then what happens? They're gone. They got what they wanted. They got their prize. And now the woman is nothing to them, but the woman was everything to them until he was able to get what he wanted. And for the man, same thing goes that way. Women will just be with you just to get a prize out of you. For the prize for the man is the vagina, and the prize for the women is materialistics. This is how the devil played us with it. The prize for the man is the vagina, and the prize for the women is the materialistics. The women, they leave as soon as they get money out of you, or a gift out of you, or anything. It's always something to be used. And that's what the devil is really teaching us. He's teaching us to have sex with each other just to use each other. Just to put each other on camera and embarrass ourselves in front of our family, in front of our friends, making history outside of ourselves, video diaries, something that everybody will always see, something that millions of people have watched, something that you got to deal with for the rest of your life. He's making a sexual narrative out of us to destroy ourselves, and it's really becoming normalized. It's not nothing you really can say to nobody who want to explore their sexuality anymore. But just know, it's not of God. Just know it's not of God. There's so much proof in the Bible about this, about just fornicating and doing things that are not of God. And people are going to hate this, but homosexuality is an abomination to God. You're playing with your life. You actually not even playing with your life. You're denying your human rights without even knowing it. It's okay for people to love what they want to love. We have free will in this world, but we still got to know right from wrong. It's just the narrative that the devil is pushing. And we got to be careful. That's why I always say we got to have discernment, because people will trick you all the way until they get what they want out of you. They will be there all the way. There is no genuine love is not real. It's like genuine love is very dead. Valentine's don't even mean nothing to people anymore. That's the reason I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. It's used as a weapon to manipulate each other. This one special day out of 365 days, we get somebody something just to get up in their pants, just to see what they working with, but don't even want them for real. Why? Why do we have to buy each other something to know each other? Why is that what we have to do when we can do that any time out of the year to get to know each other? She want to feel so special, and that's what the devil is tricking all the women with. The devil is tricking all the women. He want all the women to compare each other. Like, he want all the women to have to feel special in some type of way so they can easily fall to temptation. Only reason a girl wants something for Valentine's Day is to feel special. But she want to feel special because she see the other girl being treated special. So in her mind, she's like, what do I have to do to get a man to get me some Valentine's Day's gift? And then that's how I know that I'm special to him. Even the dudes know that. That's why it's a manipulation tactic. It's a manipulation tactic. Even the man know that. Why do you think the man even go out and bother to even get the gifts? Because if they know she's feeling special in some type of way, then they got her on lock. We have to practice celibacy and semen retention. The traits, the good qualities that came out of my, practice of semen retention, and be careful. Like, you are going to fall like multiple times, trying to do it, because the demonic strongholds are very, very, very powerful. Sometimes you will find an urge just to want to do something with yourself for no reason, just because you alone. That's the demonic stronghold. Why do you have the urge just to do that? Because, and you don't even really want to. Like, it was most of the times I caught myself masturbating and I didn't even really want to. It just feels good. But why are we falling into what feels good so much? It looked good too. Everything. And I can happily admit that though, because I gotta fight my battle. You have to embrace imperfection. You have to fight your battles. You have to fight against your demons. You gotta let them know that you don't want to lose this battle no more. Every time you lose that battle, you feeding that demon on and on and on. You steady feeding that sin. It's gonna get worse only from there. And then you're gonna find yourself in a predicament you never even thought you would be in. But you gotta think of all the famous killers, and which people shouldn't even be famous off killing and things like that. That's how sick the world is. You gotta think of that. We prophesize and we prioritize murders and stuff in the world. Steady put the victim's face and the people that they murdered, and we praise the evilness, and nobody really sees that. But back to what I was saying, you know, all the famous killers and things, when they used to get interviews, one of the main things they used to say is they explored their sexuality at a young age, like bondage, sex, and things. They seen crazy things at a young age. Now, the crazy thing is, like I said, the devil is pushing the narrative for us to explore our sexuality out of this world. It's going to get much, much worse. It's going to be a lot of bestiality in the world, a lot of homosexuality in the world, a lot of everything. This is not to judge anybody, but like I said, we're supposed to know right from wrong. We're supposed to have discernment to know right from wrong, regardless of what goes on in our life. But it's going to be a lot worse when you come to see this. It's going to be, dudes are going to have robot girlfriends. Women are going to be the most independent creatures on the earth. They're not going to even care to what comes around. They're not going to care. Marriage is going to be 0%. Families are going to be broken up. It's time to get prepared, and it's time to isolate yourself around from this world. Be set apart. There is nothing to be a part of in this world. You being a part of this world is being an enemy of God. Gotta stop. We gotta make a change. And it all starts with the man in the mirror. We gotta start with ourselves first. That's what the Bible teaches you about. How you gonna try to change somebody and judge somebody's life, but you're not even looking at yourself first? You have no right to speak on nobody's life. No, nobody's a saint on this earth. Nobody's truly good. There was only one man that walked the perfect life. You only can talk about what you really are. You can't sit up here and lie to anybody. You lying to people is you lying to God. Tell the truth about people. Tell the truth to people about what you go through, what you battle with, what you want to get over, what you need help with. Why do you do the things you do? What mistakes you made in life? You have to talk to people about this. Be completely honest with people. You have to lead by example, because there's going to be people that are going to say you're casting stones, that you're a faker. They're going to test you. They're going to feel like they know everything. It's a lot of people that say they love Jesus, they love God, but they get mad at other ways that other people preach. They don't speak on it. Fake Christians, deceivers. You know, you gotta at least, a wise man can save someone's life. You gotta know what you're doing out here with it. You have to gain the knowledge and wisdom to be a way to cast away demons with the word of God. And all you can do is use the word of God. You going by your own understanding will never help, because that's what most people do nowadays. They go by their own understanding, first of all. So use the word of God at all times, strictly. But like I said, I want us to start practicing semen retention, celibacy, living a different life, test people. Telling you, you gotta ask God for discernment. Women, you will know what this guy really had his intentions for you by just testing him, period. Keeping your composure. Same thing with the guys. You will know what this woman really want out of you by testing her limits. Testing her, having discernment. See what she about. But that's only for the people who really want it. There's a lot of people that live out here just to fornicate, just to have sex with a lot of people. Giving up their own soul to the point where they'll never feel love when they really need it. When they alone and they really want it, they'll never feel love, because they never built the connection with anybody they formed a soul tie with. But you sure did you brought out their demons though. Now they over here acting like a crazy person, but they wasn't acting like a crazy person before you had intercourse with them. You unleash demons. You put certain things in your life. that's it for this video, man. Peace and blessings to everybody. I'm gonna try to get back into recording many more videos. I just want to say, I hope everybody having a happy Monday. And that's it for this video, man. Peace.